Half hour, the FAA faces low staffing as the government shutdown remains in effect. We're going to share the full details coming up. And harsh weather is expected to slam the northeast today. There's a cyclonic storm with northeast winds that's pushing water towards the coast. We'll bring you those details.
And of course, we're tracking impactful weather across northwest, north central Montana as well. And we've got all those details of what you can expect as you're headed out the door this morning.
Wake up, you gotta rise to the sun, and here it comes, it's time to make the best of what you got to give. It's all about rising, and I wanna be there.
Happy Monday, everybody. 6:30 is the time. Hope you're feeling fine. Alongside Chief Meteorologist Tracy Smith, my name is John Martin. It's the Tracy Smith Show today, actually. I'm just going to hang out. You got a lot to talk about over there.
Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and get to it. Here's a closer look at what we're seeing on some of our MDT cams. This is a look outside of Swan Lake there on MT83. Low visibility, a little bit of impact there on the roadways. So, of course, we want to make sure you're giving yourself a little extra time, especially if you have to go on some of these roads across northwestern Montana. It's going to be areas from Kalispell down into Great Falls, Helena, and Butte that are going to see the biggest impacts with surrounding road cover. Looking at rain, snow, icy road conditions, our temperatures are dropping rather quickly, especially when it comes to the wind chill. As of right now on your satellite and radar, we are seeing rain and snow all the way from Missoula moving through Great Falls, and a little bit of detection just to the southeast there of Havre. So a little bit of light snow, of course, still developing across north central Montana. Notice the visibility from Cut Bank into Great Falls dropping down to 7, but definitely seeing an impact there out of the Butte area with visibility falling to 1. All those little patches of yellow do indicate visibility sitting at 1 mile. As we move forward throughout the early morning hours, we're still going to be tracking at least a light dusting to 1 to 2 inches of snow, and those roads are going to continue to be a little on the slick side, especially when you're looking at wind chills across the state into the teens and 20s. And of course, your full weather forecast is coming up here shortly.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's just a snapshot of here in Montana, but some regions of the U.S. are coping with dangerous weather today. Meteorologists report typhoon remnants have been affecting Alaska. Parts of the Southwest are flooded from the aftermath of tropical moisture. The California Sierras dealing with heavy snow from a Pacific system. Other impactful weather today is along the East Coast. Amy Kyler reports on what's happening there.
Powerful and dangerous nor'easter is slamming Atlantic states today. It's a cyclonic storm with northeast winds that push water toward the coast.
The tidal flooding is the main concern.
Authorities report numerous water rescues in the Carolinas yesterday. Today, forecasters say mid-Atlantic and New England coastlines are in danger. The National Weather Service says flood risks in some areas will remain for days.
I wanted to see how high the water was, and it's higher than I expected already.
Delaware says it's activating its National Guard. Atlantic City, New Jersey could see the highest water levels since Hurricane Sandy. The area is more secure than it was during that infamous storm, thanks to millions of dollars of improvements.
Nowadays, it's everybody's preparing for the worst and kind of hoping for the best, which is, I guess, really the best way to prepare for it.
The nor'easter is causing numerous travel issues. FlightAware reports more than 7,000 flight delays yesterday. It says airports in New York and Boston were hardest hit. The nor'easter also is bringing powerful winds. Meteorologists say they topped 50 miles per hour yesterday in parts of Delaware, North Carolina, New Jersey, Maryland, and Virginia.
There are some big gusts coming through, so just the chance for some isolated power outages as well.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The ongoing government shutdown will soon hit federal workers' paychecks. Many employees are expected to receive a partial paycheck this week, but if a spending deal isn't passed by lawmakers soon, many of those workers will go unpaid. The gridlock in Washington also hurting air travel as many major airports face worker shortages. Jen Sullivan reports.
Let's save some for the next people, okay?
Katie Frazier is with her young son, grabbing food for their family of 6.
So tuna's really easy for us.
But this isn't a grocery store. It's a food bank for military families in Virginia. As the government shutdown that started October 1st drags on, many military personnel will soon go without a paycheck, leaving many like Frazier unsure how they're going to feed their families.
We're a one-income family.
She says her husband gets paid every 2 weeks.
If we don't get paid after that, it can start to become a real stressful situation, a real struggle. So,
Roughly 1.4 million federal employees have been furloughed or are working without pay. The Trump administration started layoffs on Friday and warning more will come.
It'll be a lot, and we'll announce the numbers over the next couple of days.
The Trump administration says they will allocate funds to continue paying troops. The shutdown is also causing staff shortages at major airports across the country. Air traffic controllers and transportation security agents are considered essential employees and are required to show up for work. But they're not getting paid.
People call out because they physically cannot come to work because they don't have the financial means to continue to go to work.
The Federal Aviation Administration says 12 facilities that guide planes were short-staffed Friday. The industry trade group Airlines for America saying, quote, it is safe to fly, but ATC staffing shortages strain the system and cause flights to be spaced out, slowing down everything. In some cases, flights may be delayed or even canceled. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Well, a federal appeals court is weighing in on the deployment of National Guard troops in Illinois. On Saturday, the court ruled that the Guard troops can remain under federal control, but cannot be deployed while the appeals process plays out in the courts. The judge also said that the troops do not need to return to their home states until the court orders them to do so. Here's what Governor J.B. Pritzker had to say on the president's handling of the situation.
This administration, led by a 34-time convicted felon, is threatening to jail people that are their political opponents. They're making things up to go after people. We're seeing it day in and day out. And the fact that he's made a threat against me, I'm not afraid. I'm going to stand up for the people of my state. And we've got to all stand together because there is truly unconstitutional actions that are coming out of this administration, coming at the states and the people of the United States. And all of us, Democrats and Republicans, need to speak out about it.
The city of Chicago and the state of Illinois have sued to block the troop deployment. While National Guard troops in Illinois cannot be deployed, as you just heard in Jen Sullivan's report, President Trump did announce that his administration has found money to pay the military. The president said service members will receive a paycheck on October the 15th. A spokesperson for the Office of Management and Budget said the funds to pay the military will come from research and development money in the Pentagon's budget. That money is available for 2 years. All right, it's football season, everybody. So let's take a quick look back at how week 6 of the NFL season shaped up. Let's start in the early slate where the Seattle Seahawks travel to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The story of this one, very clear. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He would grab 8 catches for 162 yards and a touchdown. In this one, the Seahawks would be in control of this game from the second quarter on. The Jags did have a chance at the end to come back, but the Seahawks shut the door with a sack to all but seal it late. Seahawks win 20-12. Sent to Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Carolina Panthers were looking to get to 500 on the season for the first time in 1,429 days. That's exactly what they did in a shootout against the #1 offense in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys. And this one, Panthers offseason acquisition Rico Dowdle would combine for 239 yards of offense with a touchdown to help the Panthers defeat his former team. Panthers win 30-27. All right, the Colts played host to the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals were without starting quarterback Kyler Murray in this contest. The Colts surged late to steal one at home behind Jonathan Taylor's monster performance. Colts win 31-27. Let's head down to the other Magic City, Miami, where the Dolphins were in search of their second win of the season against a beat-up and battered Los Angeles Chargers team. The Dolphins did everything in their power to win this one. The Chargers had the ball last and made one more play, a big one. Check this out. Justin Herbert just doing what he can to get the ball out there for a massive 42-yard play to set up the winning field goal. Chargers win 29-27. To Sunday Night Football. All right, 6:40 is your time. We still have much more to talk about on the other side of this break. Stick around for that.
And of course, we're keeping a close eye on those road conditions across the state, so we'll take a closer look at what we're seeing and what you can expect through the rest of the day and the week.